Do you think you could make a doodle video sometime?
Maybe. I would maybe have to get myself a camera first.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't see why not at some point in the
I do
future.
like doodle. I like the word doodle as well.
Dude, I find it very relaxing. I like people that do sort of sketches and drawing videos. I find it quite, because they're not rushing themselves, just sort of taking their time. And it's nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice to I think it's a lovely thing to just see somebody create something from scratch. I think that is very fascinating to me, very interesting, because it gives you an insight into that person a little bit more, but it's also a feeling that's very special to kind of see something that wasn't there take shape
Yeah.
and then initially become what it is. I think it's really interesting to me to see that.
It's very intimate
Hmm.
to witness creation like that, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, totally
absolutely,
agree.
because it's an extension of that person.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, I have a few more questions.
Okay, my
Next
dear.
question is, all right, if you were immortal for a day, what would you do?
My word, that is an interesting question. If I was immortal, so I just couldn't die, period.
You couldn't die. Yeah.
I think I would swim as far as I could in the ocean and see, because there's a certain level of water which people can't go past because of air pressure, and so
Hmm.
there's so much that we haven't been
Yes.
able to see yet in that aspect. And I think
Hmm.
that's what I would do. I wouldn't. I mean, it would be silly to just say like I'd throw myself off a building. I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose yes, the excitement of the free fall, but I would want to
That
kind
would
of.
be an interesting experience.
Yeah, it would. But I think I would want. I think I would want to put my limited immortality to just going somewhere that nobody else could, and just being the first person to kind of see and interact with what's down there. I think that would be really, ultimately, really fascinating and just very, I don't know, just a very beautiful thing to see and do. So,
Oh, yeah.
mm,
I agree. That would be fascinating. What do you call it? The Marianas Trench out in the ocean, that deep, really, really deep
mm-hmm.
trench. I've always been fascinated with that. Good answer. Good
Oh,
answer.
thank you.
That would be a high pressure job. Anyway, okay. Um, Let me see. If you could be any fictional character, who would you choose?
Ooh, good one. Well, when I was a little boy, when other people at school, like when I grow up, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a farmer, or I don't know if anyone said that. I wouldn't want to be a farmer ever.
I, I said that.
You did. You want you? Oh, it was you, was it? I thought so.
Yeah, that was
I
me.
remember it being the strange kid in the class that said that. Yeah,
That was me. Yes.
yeah. Yeah, of course it was because I remember that kid had their sweatshirt tucked into their trousers at the time.
Oh my gosh. Move on. Oh my goodness. Moving along. Moving along. Yes.
Um, when I was a kid, I always wanted to either be a Jedi from Star Wars or I wanted to be Spider-Man. And that literally was with me for years. Like, way past the point of knowing, even though I knew I couldn't be, I think I still do want to be both of those things now.
That's brilliant. Brilliant,
So,
brilliant.
yeah, I would be Spider-Man.
I think that's awesome.
Hmm.
Okay. Next question. What is your favorite breed of dog and why?
Oh, doggies. My favourite breed of dog is an Airedale Terrier, and that is for several reasons. One, they're quite big dogs, and they're cuddly, and they just have this beautiful, beautiful set of fur on them, which doesn't shed, which is a plus. And they just seem very good-natured and tempered, and fun dogs, but not crazy dogs. Um, I just think that they have a really good sort of overall blend of characteristics to them, and it helps that they're just really, really cute and just snuggly looking. So, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Snuggly dogs.
Have you ever had an Airedale? Airedale Terrier. Is that what you said? Airedale?
Airedale, yeah.
Uh,
No, I haven't. I've only had, in terms of pets, I've had fish, but they died pretty quickly. And
yeah,
I
they
had,
tend to do.
I had a cat that ran away.
Oh,
Mm.
what was your cat's name?
My cat was named Pixie,
Oh,
and it ran off when I was a little boy.
hmm. Well, I'm sure that you'll have an Airedale sometime during your
Oh, I
life.
hope so. I would like two, I think. Two big
I
boy
think that.
Airedales, and they could play together and be besties.
What would you name them if you had two Airedales?
Well, it's quite sad, but I would name one of them Chewie after Chewbacca from Star Wars. Yeah, that's right. Laugh it up, fuzzball. And and oh, great.
Okay, go ahead. What would the second
What would
one
you like me to call it? Would you like me to call one Bobby and the other one Ross? Is that what you would
be?
like?
No. What would the other one be? I think Chewie is a great name for a dog.
Damn right. It's a dog's name. I don't understand when people call dogs people's names, like Paul the dog.
Paul.
Hey, hey,
Well,
Paul, come get your bone. I would call the other one Fizzy Gig from the film Dark Crystal, which is a Jim Henson puppet film. That's right, laugh it up.
no. I think that's a great. That's Bizgig that's a great name for a dog. I agree. Great name for a dog.
Hmm?
I'm impressed. I'm impressed with you.
Thank you.
Fizzgig. You have changed it a little bit to Fizzygig, but I think Fizzgig.
Yes, sorry. It's late, what can I say? Sometimes
No, I
these
think
things
Fizzygig
escape.
is fine too. I think it's fine too.
I meant to say
Um,
Fizz Gig. Look at you, correcting me. How dare you?
but I. How dare you? No, I think that either one of those would be a great name for a dog. Really, that's great. I love how in that movie, when he opens up his mouth, like it's this little bitty dog with his big mouth, and then he's got two sets of teeth, like one behind the other. It's this like crazy big mouth. Mm. Well, I'm gonna look up Airedale Terriers because I actually don't know what one looks like, but I will look it up
Oh, you
and see.
should, because they are
Mm,
lovely. I think you'd like
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I will look them up. Okay, and let's see. I think I'm gonna ask you two more questions.
Okay.
Okay, when you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass the time?
Oh, that's a good one. Games. I do like video games, I must admit. I've kind of been slipping a little bit in terms of playing. I don't play as much as I did, say, about a year ago. But yeah, I've always loved video games. I've kind of had this soft spot for them since I was a little kid. Because it was like a sharing experience almost. You know, you would go around to somebody's house to play different games and stuff, and it's just something that's always interested me. So I think if I had half an hour kicking about spare, I
Hmm.
would stick something fun on and just kind of play away for half an hour and then just get back to what I was doing.
Well, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play a lot of video games, but it sounds fun. What? Last question. Okay, you ready?
I'm
You ready
ready.
for this?
Is it a good one?
Really? Oh, it's so good. Right. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm warming up. Okay. What songs are included on the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, that is a good question. I like that question.
That's why I saved it.
I can see.
Hmm.
Look at that, saving the best to last there. I like it. Okay, so let's have a think. First song that would definitely be on there is from Ryan Adams, and it's from the album Heartbreaker, which people who have listened to my videos will be sick of me talking about, because I think I've mentioned it like 20 times, and I am in the process of actually doing a whole video about that album. It is coming along, but the song Come Pick Me Up would be because it's, I don't know, it's very much a song about, how to explain it, when you kind of become totally head over heels in love with somebody and your every minute is either spent with them or thinking about them, and when you're not thinking about them you literally wish that they would come pick you up, and You know, it's kind of just being in that, about being in that moment with somebody, and that kind of, it's got a real intimate feel to it, but it's kind of like a very proud feeling of feeling that. And to me, that's always sort of stood out for me, because I would say that underneath this rugged exterior lies an old romantic heart.
Oh.
As you'll probably be able to tell with my other song choice, which I would say would be I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Def Cab for Cutie, which I absolutely love Def Cab.
Yeah, I love that song too.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
I think it's really sweet, and I think it's as sincere and as genuine as you can be with somebody in terms of romance. And it's the idea of, you know, not only spending your life with somebody, but having the faith, even if you don't believe, that you will see them afterwards in some form. And I like that, because it's got a very grounded sense of realism, because it identifies the fact that, you know, we all die, but there's also that sort of mysticism of hope that, you know, if you're meant to be with that person, then you'll continue on in your next journey, wherever it may be. And I like that, because it's kind of got an ambiguous sort of open-minded feel, and I think that it is, you know, that kind of describes and suits my personality quite a lot, that song. And I'm going to pick one more song, I think, because it's quite a hard one, and it's hard to sort of think totally on my feet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's a good question. It's a good question. I think my third song and final one for this would be In My Life by the Beatles, which is one of my favourite Beatles songs of all times. I know it's a strange song to pick from them, but again, I just think the lyrics in that song are really sincere and genuine, and it's kind of about looking. It's almost, it's a strange thing, because it's almost like the song's written at a crossroads, because on one side it's kind of a very nostalgic look back at everything that's been in your life, the places and the people and everything that's happened before, and then on the flip side it's very forward thinking, because it's looking towards what's going to happen with the rest of your life. And I think that describes me pretty well, because I do have a fondness of memories, and I think nostalgia in the right amount of doses can be a wonderful, wonderful thing, but I think it's also very important to not just be focused in the past, and to kind of take the stuff that you've learned and apply it to what may come in the future, and just be, you know, again, open-minded about both directions of your life. So, yeah, there you go. There's my 3 songs that I can think of that would go on the soundtrack of my life.
Oh, beautiful. Sage advice right there. It's beautiful. Well, thank you very much for answering all of our questions we were positing in your direction. And it was wonderful to talk to you today. And thank you for asking me to...
You are welcome. Well, thank you for asking me to do yours. So it was inevitable that I would have you do mine.
Yeah, so I have really enjoyed this, and I've gotten to know you a lot better. And it's been great. So thank you very much. And I'm out.
For agreeing, you're out. That's your gun. Well, thank you very much for agreeing to do this, and thank you to everyone who submitted questions, and everybody who just sort of interacted with my videos, and just everyone who's watched. You know, yeah, big thank you to all you guys.
Well, bye.